Good morning, Gloria. Were you in class yesterday?
Good morning, Beth. No, I wasn't. I went to the law library to do research for my paper instead. You wouldn't believe what I found out.
Really? Nothing seems to surprise me these days. What did you find out?
I wanted to know if there was a process that bills went through before they became law to make sure they were constitutional. The clerk told me there wasn't any such process.
Well, aren't the legislators supposed to do that? They took an oath to uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution, didn't they?
Yes, they do take an oath, but they aren't required by law to check if a bill violates their covenant with the people or not. The clerk showed me a diagram of the process, but there wasn't any committee or process that checked a proposed bill for unconstitutionality. Our legislators basically write the bills and leave it to the judges to decide after the people are injured.
Writing bad laws puts our sheriffs and citizens at risk of being harmed by them. How does that protect anyone?
If a person can prove personal injury, has the resources to hire a lawyer, and takes the time off to fight a law in court, they might get a bad law declared to be unconstitutional. But the person would have to have a very good lawyer to prove that it was, and that's expensive. Many people don't understand that a law which has been enacted is not necessarily constitutional. And if the courts do decide that a law is unconstitutional, it can still be enforced. Wouldn't you think they'd send the law back to the General Assembly to be redone?
What about the people the law harms indirectly? And shouldn't our sheriffs protect us from the laws that are bad?
Some do. But most of them just follow orders.
I see a serious conflict. If the people believe that our General Assembly follows their oath and creates a bill, and then our governor signs the bill and he is under the same oath, and neither of them filters the bill through the constitutions, when law enforcement enforces the bad law, the people are violated by two branches of government. And then we have to pay a lawyer to fix it. That sounds like tyranny.
You'd think that people would demand that bills had to prove they were constitutional before they become a law, so they wouldn't have to be afraid of waking up a criminal someday from bad legislation. How can we try to fix this?
You'll be happy to know that a citizens group, the People's Constitution Coalition of Ohio, has already been working on it. They have a certified petition that would require laws to be constitutional in the Ohio Supreme Court to suspend bad laws until they are either revised to the court's satisfaction and it declares them to be constitutional, or until they are repealed. It's called the Ohio Sovereignty Amendment, or O.S.A.
That sounds great. What can we do to help?
Well, we can look up proposed bills, compare them to the constitutions, find out when their public hearings are, testify to the committee about the bill they are considering, and give them the proof when it is unconstitutional. We also need to spread the word about the O.S.A. so that people won't have to babysit their representatives for long.
Why don't our legislators pass the O.S.A.?
It would hold them accountable to the constitutions by law. They may not want that, which is why the petition is a people's initiative which bypasses the legislators. Ohioans need to sign the petition to put it to a vote by the people. A lot of signatures are required to do this, and people must understand it and vote for it.
I want to tell people about it, but I need to educate myself about it first. How can I do that?
Go to www.osanow.com. All the information you need is there, including the downloadable, printable petition. Be sure to follow the instructions so your time isn't wasted. Officials will probably want to invalidate signatures if they can, and regardless of the grade you get on your paper, please give yourself a big A for defending people's rights and freedoms.